We have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Huge match for South Melbourne tonight. Very important for them to continue their pursuit of the Premier's Plate. Calder United with a win already this weekend, and Geelong Galaxy losing to Southern United. That just about takes them out of the equation. And so for South Melbourne, it does mean that a win can maintain their 2-point lead at the top of the league. And Master Antonio intercepted by Jones. Tiff Eliadis, number 10, and then Melina Ayres on the left and Lisa Vanna over on the right. Natoli does well to keep the ball in. Gummer wins it off Privatelli. Through pass, looking for Vanna. Shields off her line. Vanna got there first. And Vanna on the tight angle. Rolls in the opener for South Melbourne. And that is the speed of Lisa Vanna. And I think that's the flying reptile celebration that she might have been working on there. Early goal for Vanna and for South Melbourne. And that really is the game-changing ability she's got. Shields thought she had that pass covered. Vanna got there first. That is a curious but amusing goal celebration. So 5 minutes in and South Melbourne are 1-0 up. Can Bulleen hit back? Natoli's pass to Dudley Smith, a great touch initially, and still keeps it at her feet. It's cleared off the line by Medwin. Fent. Edwards now. First real involvement, attacking down the left. Materos comes across to take the ball. A good tackle. And now rolls it to Master Antonio. Master Antonio, crossfield pass. Gummer. First time ball deflects off Privatelli, and it's going to play through Vanna. Vanna looking for Ayres, and it's 2 for South Melbourne. Horrendous luck for the Bulleen Lions. Gummer's pass ricocheting into the path of Vanna, and then on a silver platter for Melina Ayres to burst the back of the net yet again and make it South Melbourne 2, Bulleen Lions 0. And that really was insult to injury for Leah Privatelli, who wore the brunt of a close-range pass. Pile-up of bodies as Cernio went crashing in. Bulleen able to come away with the ball. Dudley Smith. Slide challenge from Eliadis. Wins the ball. Master Antonio. Through ball, and Vanna, herring after it, is going to get to the ball. Top left corner of the area. Vanna slides it in. 3 for South Melbourne. And Melina Ayres with another tap in. The combination of Vanna to Ayres working a treat. And into the open space, Lisa Vanna was always going to have a choice between a shot or the tee up. And that one was measured to perfection. Ayres has a double. He's had about 2 touches of the ball, but already on the score sheet twice. And Lisa Vanna, a goal and 2 assists already. The Matildas do play their 2-match series against Brazil in the weeks of the first and second finals. If South Melbourne want to make the grand final, they're either going to have to play Lisa Vanna off a 3-day break after an international. As we see a long ball here. Vanna onto it again. Could this be 4? It is! Vanna over Shields. South Melbourne are shredding the Bulleen Lions. It's bordering on unfair. Lisa Vanna has 2. South Melbourne are 4-0 up. And we are in just the 14th minute. Every time they attack, they look like they're going to score. Cleared high and long by Shields. Vanna. Now Gummer. Gummer loads up on the left foot. Ayres is unmarked. Oh, nearly a first half hat-trick. Melina Ayres heads the ball out for a goal kick. Back to Pollock. Through the left side, Eliadis leads Natoli to the ball. Turns and plays it to Vanna. Dolzan put in a challenge, couldn't take possession. Vanna at the byline. Cross to the far post. Nicolacci with a volley. Wide at the near side. Suspect that South may have brushed it off based on the fact they've scored another 3 since. Jones pass, intercepted by Eliadis. Eliadis to Vanna. Just hurdles through the challenge of Dolzan and Privatelli. Looking untouchable at the moment. Diagonal ball. Over to Nicolaci. Ayres calling for it in the middle. Cut back. Mastrantonio hits the crossbar. And that was nearly 5. Ramsey switches flanks over to the left. Gummer. They played it into her arm there, but not paid. Gummer. Diagonal ball. Looking for Kendra Jones. Looking for Lisa De Vanna, who charges through. De Vanna, 3. First half hat-trick for Lisa De Vanna. Just burst through the right side. Gummer's pass off the boot looked like it was straight into the space of the Bulleen defender. But Lisa De Vanna, not for the first time tonight, just showed that devastating pace, had other ideas. And that is a first half hat-trick for Lisa De Vanna. Extraordinary. Now over to the right side. Run being made by Medwin, taking on Privatelli, who slides in to clear the ball away. Jones header on only as far as Mastrantonio. It's relentless from South Melbourne at the moment. De Vanna gets a touch to Medwin. Now tees up Nicolaci. Loves a long shot. Nicolaci aiming for the corner and parried over the bar by Shields. Natoli backtracking, cleared by Shields. Pollock won the ball in the air. And now with it at her feet to Nicolaci. Ayres had space. Nicolaci tees up Mastrantonio and the shot curves into the grasp of Shields. Now Gummer. Gummer a long ball to Natoli's advantage. She clears it straight to Eliadis. And now Eliadis a long diagonal ball into the path of Ayres. Can she beat the goalkeeper to it? Feet first challenge from the keeper. And Shields is able to slide it out for a throw. Edwards balloons off the boots and over the roof of the net. Doesn't even land on the roof of the net. Ramsey clears, given that South Melbourne have scored 14 goals and conceded 4 against NTC this year. You'd suggest that's potentially a chance to flip the goal difference again in their favour. Certainly they'll know, as we see Ayres through the right side, hasn't given up on more goals as Pollock turns it over the bar at close range. Good. It's Cernio drifting the free kick over the head of Ramsey. Eliadis heads it down. Edwards a right-footed volley off Cheel and volleyed away by Nicolaci. South Melbourne able to deal with the danger, but Bulleen made it nervous for them. Jones in from the right side now. Iaconis parried by the goalkeeper and then holding on to the ball. One player is standing at least. Nateros, you heard the shouts coming through the effects microphone, wins the header. Now Pollock. Nicolaci onto Mastrantonio through the right side. De Vanna. Flag stays down on this occasion. Richmond's chasing. De Vanna cuts onto the left. Top of the box, rolling it into the path of Nicolaci, and it's wide. And the 6th goal goes begging for Julia Nicolaci. Throw-in going South Melbourne's way. Nicolaci looking for De Vanna. It's a foot race. De Vanna in from the right side, looking for the left foot. De Vanna turns onto the left, and a penalty's been given. Edwards was chasing De Vanna, and the referee's seen a grab. De Vanna rolled to the ground rather casually in the end, and the penalty was paid. No sentimentality for Melina Ayres to go for a hat-trick. De Vanna wants number 4, and De Vanna scores number 4. South Melbourne 6, Bulleen Lions 0. And that was as casual as you like. Certainly get them some negative attention. They've got a way to go before it gets to the record. South Melbourne beating Bayside 11-0 earlier in the year. So we see a long ball from Gummer. Eliadis is through. The ball's broken kindly. A question of the finish. And Shields with a good one-on-one save. Nicolaci follows up. And now Melina Ayres firing over the bar, dipping too late. And Shields there has done well. Of course, you get 5 changes in the Women's NPL, so I suppose you can afford to use them a bit more liberally than a men's match. Bouncing ball to the top of the area. Farkos fired a shot, rebounded off the face of Ramsey. Still goes down as a save. And Bulleen trying to consolidate possession. Farkos now from the left side, looking for Kopok. Round the keeper. Kopok goes to ground. He's chasing the ball towards the byline and probably wasn't going to get there. If I was Socrates Nicolaitis, I reckon I'd sub off Tiff Eliadis because it was the challenge of a player that didn't have the awareness of knowing she was on a booking, that one. Job's done. South are up 6-0. Not sure what there is left to prove. Gummer Ball now to Greiser. First touch is going to volley it high. This could be awkward for the keeper. It lands on the roof of the net. Nicolaci. Now Medwin. And Melina Ayres has got space through the right side. Ayres drifting to the top of the box. Plays it into a cluster of Bulleen players. Pollock follows up. Now Mastrantonio dinking it through for Greiser. And it's held onto by Shields. A good save. Jones over the free kick. Does fire at goal. And it's knocked away. Pretty sure that was the post. As it's... Nope, keeper off the knee. Bouncing into the area. Volleyed away by Cheel. Mastrantonio. Ayres. Counter-attacks on here for South. Gummer's breaking through the left. Greiser and Martineau ahead of the ball. Gummer loads up for a shot of her own, and it's a good save by Shields to turn it around the post. Corner to be taken by Nicolaci. Into the near post. Looked like a handball against Thomas. And the referee may be in a charitable mood. Britt Thomas away from Martineau. Nicolaci in for a big 50-50. Ball turned to Eliadis at the top of the box, shooting through traffic, and held on to the low sliding shot. Being chased by Vertzi. Jones onto her right foot. Cheel heads the ball down. Mastrantonio to Greiser. Back to Mastrantonio. Now a through ball. Martineau is onside, sliding it into the path of Ayres. Flag stays down. Ayres has got her hat-trick. Too much power on the shot at close range. And even though Emily Shields got a fair chunk of it, Melina Ayres has burst the back of the net for the third time tonight. And it's South Melbourne 7, leading the Bulleen Lions 0. Hat-trick for Ayres, hat-trick for Vanna. And South Melbourne's aces up top have delivered emphatically tonight. Before going on to lose 5-4 earlier in the season, 2-0 in a competitive game last time. They met here at the Venado Club, and now in the third meeting between the teams as Farkos fires in, and it's parried away by Ramsey. Had the 3 points in the bag pretty much from the 7-minute mark onwards. Had some good goals in there. Vanna a hat-trick, Ayres a hat-trick. Now we see Greiser breaking through the left side. And a little back heel into the path of Martineau. Cut back to the top of the box. Greiser firing straight at Shields. Never mind the extensive player turnover. Gummer swings a corner in. Almost an own goal off the crossbar. And now blazed away by Kopok. Into stoppage time we go. Gummer. Eliadis. Caught in possession by Natoli. And blazed away by Richmond. No need for stoppage time at the end of the night, according to the referee. All over at the Venado Club, and a merciless 7-0 win for South Melbourne puts them back to the top of PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Women's.